game begins, but there's
Minganya Ghana Mambi. Pacho Misintia Aji. Intra FC Epiphany Warriors. Shanene Mimpanyafai. Yaha Wapanomo, Yawa football em. Bonafe no footballer ya no hamin kebufe. Yawaladon.
Nkonyenye Helen Kuchaneji. Mopuna FC Epiphany Warriors. Minami Jujo, Ajo Dada, Flevu Wole, Miamo footballer ma.
Salamu alaikum da wamu musulmi. Sanuku da rana. Yanku sunana Noel Abdunasir Lari. Ina bugan FC Epiphany Warriors. Amma na zo mu ba mu so fada cikin wanda muke bugan ne. Nagode.
Midin the precious Pepranya kun. Me boma FC Epiphany Warriors. Mama yenjai basa ye ne tutrasem na ya gudie ne enkon kan me da mo ase.
My name is Vivian Anane. I play for FC Epiphany Warriors. Say no to hooliganism and make our football attractive.
Say no to hooliganism in our football.
Side by side, stand for peace, not for hate. Let the love for the game be our fate. Ghana's pride, we rise as one.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, SELLSI Fiawe. And at the start of today's video was that video there against hooliganism that the FA have been preaching about following the unfortunate stabbing and passing of Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporter Nana Poli, popularly known as, and we hope they take this message serious. I always say that the problem in this country is not about the lack of the laws, it's about the poor implementation. It's not that these things the fans and the clubs have gone to discuss is something new. It's about the fact that they fail to implement it in their various match days and their match day protocol. But today the news focuses on the Black Stars, and Ibrahim Sani DAARA is of the opinion that the Black Stars players are average players, which in his opinion is the reason why we're probably not getting the results. We're also going to talk about the Black Star striker who is making the rounds, the highest goal scorer, Antoine Semenyo. He talks about his sources of inspiration in getting him the form he is in currently, which sees him as one of the top scorers for Bournemouth, who are pushing for Champions League place. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it. The camp of the former spokesperson of the Ghana Football Association, he's in the person of SAANIE DAARA. In an interview with Sporty FM, he spoke about the number of quality players we have in the Ghana Black Stars team. In his opinion, they are not that much, and most of our players are average. And according to the former comms director, the senior national team has failed to make an impact on the last 3 international tournaments held in Qatar, Cameroon, and Ivory Coast, respectively. Ghana suffered group phase exits in all competition. Recently, the woes of the team were deepened after failing to qualify for the African Cup of Nations. Now, reacting to the performance of the team, SAANIE DAARA, who is a Confederation of African Football Media, attributed the challenges to lack of quality within the playing body. Now, apart from Mohamed Kudus, Jordan Ayew, and Thomas Partey, a lot of the Black Stars players are average, he told Sporty FM. And now, despite failing to make it to the AFCON, the Black Stars will hope to put on an improved performance heading into the World Cup qualifier cup match, which I said Otto Addo has visited a lot of players and tried to build a consensus and a camaraderie in the team. But in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. You mentioned Kudus Mohamed. He mentioned Kudus Mohamed. He mentioned Thomas Partey. And I think he mentioned Jordan Ayew as the 3 quality players in the team. Well, football is a team sport. And if you go back in time and look at some of the squads that have made the rounds and made their teams work, it was never really about the quality of the team or the big names. He forgot to even mention Antoine Semenyo, Iñaki Williams, and co. If we're talking about quality, we have quality players. I beg to differ. We have players who week in, week out for their club sides are delivering. Even Kudus Mohammed is having a bad season. But we have players who are delivering on an average for their club sides. They are getting the job done. They are helping their clubs get all 3 points. You cannot tell me they are not quality. You cannot tell me we have just average players. The problem with the Black Stars, when you look at them play, especially in the last qualifiers and in the subsequent African Cup of Nations game, they seem disjointed. It's like you call some people who are notably great to come together without any set plans for them to follow to achieve that goal. And that is our problem right now. Ghana has players who are of good quality, in my opinion, but the system or that is put in place for them to operate in is not good enough. And that goes back to the manager. I know SAANIE DAARA will try to defend Otoado in a certain way. He's a fan of Otoado. He would not want to lay the back with the manager, but whichever way you put it, it ends up with the manager. The manager of the Ghana Black Stars team is just not good enough. He's been trying to get some sort of consensus in terms of how the team coordinate or do their stuff and try to get the team together through these visits. That's why he's actually visiting them closely like that. It's not for anything. He wants them to have an understanding within themselves. And that understanding, he himself would admit, will go a long way to help them get the results they need. Ghana need to qualify for the World Cup itself in America, Canada, and Mexico. And to do that, we need a system that will bring the possible best out of the quality players. So I don't agree with this. We have quality players. We have players who are doing it on the big stage. So why are they not doing it for Ghana? It just goes to show that it's not really about them. It's about the system you put them in and how you direct them to deliver. It's clearly about just that. And I hope that Otoado or whoever is in charge of the technical side, and he's the head coach of the team, so I don't know who else will be in charge of that, would notify that. I know Otto is working on it. He's not lying down and sleeping and saying that we have average players. It's teamwork. Football is teamwork. And if we want to get the results we need to find a way to get our players to work together as a team. But let me know your thoughts in the comments box on what he said. He says the players are average. I beg to differ. Who do you agree with, me or SAANIE DAARA? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. My next story has to do with one of the average players since he was not named in his quality players. Antoine Semenyo, he credits Drogba and Henry as his inspiration for his current form. His rich vein of form has helped his side. They were on an 11-game unbeaten run, ended by the leaders Liverpool 2-0 last weekend. But Bournemouth forward Antoine Semenyo has revealed how steady Chelsea legend Didier Drogba and Arsenal great Thierry Henry helped shape his game. Now, the Ghana international, who has been a standout performer in the ongoing Premier League campaign, credited his time at Bristol City for guiding his development. He says it was actually one of the assistant coaches at the time at Bristol that suggested I should be watching a lot of clips from my idols. Now, he suggested Mbolo from Monaco. He felt like my play style is very similar. Semenyo has registered 10 league goal contributions this season, playing a key role in Bournemouth's impressive run, which included an 11-game unbeaten run before it was ended by the leaders Liverpool. And now, reflecting on his journey, he explained that he used a shin injury. He explained how he used a shin injury in 2022 as an opportunity to learn from some of football's greatest strikers. I watched Henry and Drogba for inspiration, movement, working on heading, just footwork, just those sort of things. I used my time watching them. I was out for 3 to 4 months. It was a lot of watching. I used the time wisely to watch them and included them in my game. Since he is £10.3 million move from Bristol City to Bournemouth in January 2023, he has developed into a key figure for the Cherries. His form has attracted interest from elite clubs as Bournemouth remain in contention for European places. So AFC Bournemouth man Antoine Semenyo talking about his inspiration of form, where it comes from. It comes from watching the clips of Henry and Didier Drogba. It's great to see that during that period of injury, he used it wisely to get familiar with those players' style of play, and he applied it to his game, and he's been doing well. This is a quality player, in my opinion. And SAANIE, DAARA, we beg to differ. We have the quality. We have to find a way to get a chef that will get us helping these guys playing at the topmost level that they are doing for their club sides. But let me know your thoughts in the comments box, talking to you about the hooliganism campaign currently ongoing against hooliganism, the video at the start there. Also talking to you about Antoine Semenyo and his inspiration, how he studied them. Also with SAANIE, DAARA, who believes the Black Stars lack quality players. We don't. We have quality. Just putting the quality to our advantage, to work to our advantage, is the main problem. And it always is with the manager. Your thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your weekend.